Hi, what's up, guys? Coming on here with a follow-up video, pretty much trying to be more not as like into the game as I was last night. Obviously, last night I was pretty pissed off of how the game came out, but pretty much this game really had its keys, and we looked good. Starting off 13-0. It looked pretty good going to halftime. I thought, all right, it was like 2.5 minutes left. We got the ball back. We gave up a field goal. I'm thinking, worst comes to worst. We run the ball out. They get the ball back. We give up another field goal touchdown. Hell, we're up 13-10 at halftime. That's not too bad. Even though it's not good, it's what it is. We like to give up points when it really matters, so it's what it is. So I'm like 13-10. That's the worst that could happen. Then we get a touchdown. We have a minute and a half left. All right, let's walk it. Let's run it into the half. Why not? Nope. Nope. That's what happens. They fumble it, and I'm like, all right. Like, damn. Like, could have just nailed it in. Like, I don't know how they're trying to run it out, but I guess that's what happened. Fumbles it. They score again. 17-13. Now I'm like, all right. Now we just have to nail it in. Like, 17-13. There's no timeouts left. Just nail it in for half. We'll come out, get ball back. We can score. We'll be up by 3. Not like don't make damage worse. They decide to throw the ball, then they throw a pick, and then we're down 24-13 at half, and they had a 24-point swing in the matter of 3 minutes, which is ridiculous. I just think that how can I know Bill O'Brien's mad. I know he's pissed off. You can see in his interview he's very outspoken, saying like how we keep getting like. Talking like we lost by 50 points, we lost by 7. But the thing is, like, it's so annoying losing just by that many points every week. Like, you know, like I know, like we only lost by 7, but we should have been up. We're up 13-3, and with 2 minutes left, and then we blow that to 24-13. Like, it's just, I think he's more mad because he knows it's kind of his fault in the way how we give that many points up. He was calling offensive plays. He's the offensive coordinator too. Well, he's not really the offensive coordinator, but he calls the plays, so pretty much he is. He was the one that decided to run, instead of, on that down, we could have ran the ball and gave Pittsburgh the ball back in a minute and a half. No, they tried to throw it, they get the 2-minute warning, and then they score quick. Instead of throwing it, and then when it was 13-3, we could have ran it and then wasted at least 30 seconds and gave them the ball back. And then we could have stopped them, but we did eventually get the touchdown. But then if we got the ball back after they scored, it would have been less than a minute. Then we would have just kneeled it in, and that would have been it. Instead, he wanted to throw it, which I don't know why. We're already up 13-3. They were already in our own zone. I feel like they were probably going to score anyways. Why don't we just kneel it in at the end of the game? It's just, I feel like he's pissed, but like he says like if we didn't make the fumble, we didn't make the pick. But if you didn't call some of the plays, maybe some of that stuff wouldn't happen. If you didn't call that pass, if you didn't pass and just kneel in for half, we wouldn't have that turnover. If you ran it and gave Pittsburgh the ball back with a minute and a half instead of 2 minutes and didn't score as fast, you could have just kneeled in for the rest of the half. And then it wouldn't have mattered, then we wouldn't have fumbled it. It just, his play calling sometimes really comes into question sometimes. It's just like, how does this team have so many 3-and-outs? And maybe because like Fitzpatrick doesn't get no one's going, or the run game's not as good as it is, but like, we had 3 good series in a row, and then the rest of the game, we pretty much had 3-and-outs, which is pretty bad. At this point, we lost 3 games in a row. Why not go to Ryan Mallett? I know people are going to say, why would you go to Ryan Mallett? He's not a proven quarterback. He's not as bad as Fitz has been doing. Fitz threw another pick last night, so it's 10 turnovers, lost 4 games, and we've lost 3 straight. It is something that has to be changed because this team does this every week now. That we have drives that we can do good, and there's drives that we can't do anything. And it's not fair for our defense that's out there the whole game trying to keep them less in the game. And Septic Kleiner could play. I don't know. He said that he was ready to play. The doctor said he could play. Athletic trainer said he could play. He wanted to play, but the coach said they weren't comfortable with his running. I know that maybe he's come back from injury, so he's not going to come out and start play the whole game. But last night, maybe we could have used him in the end of the game or during the part when we were going to start getting given up on the points. Maybe if he was in that drive, maybe we could have made a tackle on Le'Veon Bell that Brian Cushing missed maybe 4 or 5 times. Maybe he could have made a better pass rush so Big Ben didn't have enough time in the pocket. I know he wasn't going to play all game, but guys like Brooks Reed since week 1 has pretty much been invisible, and Whitney Merciless, besides the last couple games, he hasn't been doing that well either. And besides Watt, we really haven't got any legit pass rush. Bristol's had a sack last night, but besides that, we didn't really have that much pass rush at all besides Watt. It's what it is. Hopefully against Tennessee, they learn from these mistakes. I don't know why Daniel Manning's kick returning too. He balled with 2 balls and just took the ball out twice, and then we got in our own 10. And the time we balled was on our 5, and that's when we fumbled it. I don't know why we'd have a safety as a kick returner. We should have like a legit kick returner back there. Maybe Demarius Johnson or Keyshawn Martin. You know, I'm not a big fan of Keyshawn Martin. Someone that can actually be a threat and not be as dumb as Daniel Manning was playing last night. Don't make so much mistakes. Pass on the ball, and just these mistakes are what kills us. We had a chance at the end of the game. Instead, we freaking get a 12-man on the field penalty, missed so many tackles, blew a coverage again last night. There's just little things that this team needs to mistake. After week 7, these things shouldn't be coming up again. They have a 12-man on the field. Shouldn't have blown coverages as much as we do. It's all up to the coaching. I say this whole loss is all on Bill O'Brien. His play calling and just his it's the player's fault for fumbling and throwing interceptions, but if you're not calling the right plays, then that's going to happen. He's pissed off. The players are pissed off. I'm pissed off. We need a win. It just sucks that we could have won this week. We could have beat Dallas, and we could have beat the Colts. Colts game was more unrealistic because we were out pretty much at the beginning of the game. This game was the one that we should have won 13-0, and we just blew it. It just sucks right now. Hopefully, they can get their act together, go to Tennessee, and win this game. Go 4-4. Maybe if we can get our heads out of our asses and play a really good game, which like we did against Dallas, we can give the Eagles a run, maybe beat them. I don't know. After losing to Steelers last night, and if we lose to Tennessee, I doubt we're going to beat the Eagles. But if we can beat Tennessee, maybe this sparks a fire into these guys. We've lost 3 games in a row. Last game was a heartbreaker because we should have won that freaking game. Up 13-0 and blew it all in 3 minutes. Maybe we can just get like that's a spark that we need. Maybe get a change at the quarterback position because right now 10 interceptions this season. They isn't really doing much for Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's thrown them all in the last 4 games, so that's not good at all. And he's fumbling it and just not good. He's just not that good. We should just turn to Ryan Mallett, take the reins, and see what he's got. Worst comes to worst, he doesn't win, and we go back to Fitzy. We need to see if Mallett can do something. Because if he can do something, then we don't have to waste a draft pick next year on a quarterback if Mallett can be that guy. So hopefully we can go on, beat Tennessee, 4-4, then we look towards the Eagles, and then we have a bye. So besides that, just a quick brief, just say some of my thoughts, a clear head right now, and just hopefully guys can just make plays. Guys that are getting paid the big bucks to make the plays. Just Brian Cushing has missed a lot of tackles and has played to the money that we're paying him. Jonathan Joseph hasn't been playing that good at all. He's been getting beat a lot. And just we don't need, to go into next year, there could be 2 contracts that we get rid of and then find another guy that we could replace him with that can produce as much or better and pay less. So I feel like this year we could see a lot of house cleaning of veterans that just don't fit the system. Obviously, we're not going to be undefeated, or our team shouldn't be expected to be that good. New system, they're not really have all the guys that they really want in each position. Our tight ends have been pretty invisible this season. They haven't done much. So I feel like this is Bill O'Brien's first year. It's going to be rough. It's what it is. Not every coach comes in with a bad team, really, and just turns it around. You know, have everyone their schemes and all the players that they want. So I feel like next year we could see a lot of veteran house cleaning, and then maybe start up with a new rookie or youth movement, or just younger players that are better fits and just become a better team. Because I feel like Cushing and Joseph's days in Houston are numbered by the play that they've had. They haven't been playing how much they are getting paid. So that's what it is. Hoping it'll be in Tennessee. They're coming on Thursday and make a preview video. Besides that, let's go Texans.